Hey guys, Coach Hunter here, coming at you today with sort of a wrap up of the first 3 weeks we've done, or 15 videos in our fundamental series. So we've been talking about techniques, we've been talking about your stance, your footwork, throwing strikes, movement, all of that good stuff. Now, unless you're an experienced kickboxer, which not ideally, but if you're watching this fundamental series, you probably aren't. It might be a little mysterious how to put this all together into a training session, right? Where you actually work on this stuff and get better, right? So today we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about how to put it all together into a training session, and some of the terminology I'll try to explain. I'm gonna have a notation that I'm gonna put up here on the board that you can use, and of course I'll explain what all that means. So let's get into it, guys. Today's video is going to assume you have a partner to work with at home or in the gym, okay? So also a partner could just easily be a heavy bag. So if you have a heavy bag, this will work just as well. Of course, with a partner, if you're both training, it'll take twice as long. So plan that for that. My goal with this particular training session is that it'll last for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the amount of work you want to do and if you have a partner who's also going to be doing all the same things. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Come over here to the board. So what I usually like to start off with is a warm-up, okay? So if you have a jump rope, feel free to use that. And of course, that can be done without a partner as well, or if you have two of them with your partner at the same time. Jump ropes are cheap. You can get them for a few dollars at like a Dick's Sporting Goods store or Target. I definitely think for anyone who's interested in striking, it should be a tool that you have at your disposal because it is really inexpensive. And you can do it outside, you can do it in your living room if you clear some space, okay? And of course, if you don't have downstairs neighbors, because you'll be jumping a bunch. So start off, guys, with your jumping rope. And jumping rope, really just, if you're not efficient at it, if you're kind of like new at it, you'll get just as tired. So it really doesn't, in fact, you're gonna get a lot more tired. So don't stress about the technique of it. Of course, if you watch boxers, they have all these crazy rope routines. Don't stress about it. So we're gonna do 1, 3, or 5 minute round, okay? So this is the notation I'm using here. So the first number refers to the number of sets or number of rounds we're doing. And then it's by a certain amount of time or for repetitions. Then we get into things we're doing like sets and reps, okay? So this is a common notation to use. So we're doing one round of 3 or 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. So it can be anything. Put a timer on your phone, go with whatever length that you want to go with. Then we're going to do shadow boxing. We talked about this in other videos. Throwing our strikes, just getting kind of loose, getting to a striking frame of mind, especially making sure my footwork is nice and precise. We'll do that for 1 or 2, so it's 1 to 2 3-minute rounds. So you can do 1 round, you can do 2 rounds. Of course, you can do as much as you want, but if you have a partner, I have to go through that as a warm-up, so that's not the main thing we're doing because we have a partner to work with or a heavy bag to hit. Finally, we go to our single punch series. So that's 1 round of 2 minutes. So that is to say, we're gonna go in and you're gonna throw 3 to 5 of each of the punches or strikes. So just 5 jabs, take your time, resetting, making sure our form is good. 5 crosses, 5 twos, 5 threes, 5 4s, 5 5s, 5 6s, okay? If you have tie pads, you can work on the kicks as well, okay? And then go into mid holding. So to me, like some of my best workouts and most tiring workouts I've ever done have been on hitting mitts, okay? Especially a good mid holder who knows how to push you and that you're gonna respond well to. I've definitely had some of my most exhausted rounds training been from hitting mitts. So it's a great tool, and if you have a mid holder, it's awesome. Same with the heavy bag, so you just get the same combinations you would from a mid holder on a heavy bag. It's a little bit different feel. You definitely have to push yourself a little bit more, but if you have that tool, go ahead and use it. So on this one, guys, start off with at least 1 round of just throwing your strikes, okay? Not worrying too much about your defense, just working that striking mechanics, okay? And then some number of rounds of strikes and defense. So if you have a partner especially, they should be throwing strikes back at you. So you're working attack, striking, and defense. And that's a thing that I think a lot of people miss when they're new to training, okay? So we're gonna do 3 to 10 of those rounds. And 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I suggested 3 minutes here. So start off with maybe 3, see how you feel. then your partner can go, and go up to 10. I think 10 3-minute rounds, if you can hit those with a good pace on the mitts, that's a hell of a workout, okay? And you'll be very tired by the end, but that's perfect. It's what we want, okay? But just make sure your form doesn't, well, once your form and your technique starts to decline, that's when you should stop to either take a break or switch so your partner can hit, so that you're never losing your technique, okay? Especially when hitting mitts, don't sacrifice your technique for the sake of a workout, okay? And then finally, guys, to finish off, here's when you're gonna really try to get tired. Burnout drills, okay? So each of these, you can put it up. We're gonna go for 1 minute, okay? And just really thinking about hitting like a combination, like a 1-2, 1-2, fast as possible with your hands, right? We'll reset each time for 1 minute, as many times as you can get it done in a minute. Same thing, give yourself 30 seconds to rest, and then hit a 5-6, 5-6, 3-2. It's a uppercut, 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 hook, cross, okay? Just fast as you can. Just try to get us really tired here. And you can do that on a heavy bag, you can do that with a partner. So guys, put this all together, you start adding up the time. It's about 30 minutes at the low end if you're picking the kind of the lower end of the rep or set ranges, to an hour or more if you want to go as long as you want. Of course, you could add as much as you want to this, but to me this is a great pattern for a good training session with a partner or a heavy bag that's going to leave you tired and get great work in. And you can do this 3, 4, 5 days a week, depending on how much availability of your training partner and your recovery. So guys, try it out. Let me know if you have any questions, if you need me to explain anything in more detail. I think this is a great way to start and a good way to go throughout your career. So like this video and subscribe to our channel to see all of our content. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the mats.